The jungle was still the moment Ethan stepped out of the helicopter. The blades slowed behind him, their fading echo swallowed by the towering emerald canopy. Humidity wrapped around him like a thick blanket, carrying the scent of damp earth, wild orchids, and something else, something unfamiliar. He tightened the straps of his pack, adjusted the camera hanging from his neck, and began walking toward the narrow trail that disappeared into the green. Ethan wasn't just any traveler. He was a wildlife documentarian who had spent years capturing some of the rarest animals on Earth. But this assignment was different. Somewhere deep inside this untouched jungle, people had reported sightings of a creature believed to be extinct, the golden-eyed panther. A myth for some, a legend for many, but for Ethan, it was a promise he couldn't ignore. As he moved deeper, the sound of civilization faded completely. The jungle came alive around him. Choruses of cicadas, rustling leaves, distant shrieks of birds carving arcs across the canopy. Sunlight filtered through in broken pieces, painting the ground in shifting patterns. Every step felt like entering a world untouched by time. Hours passed, and Ethan's curiosity grew stronger. He followed claw marks etched into tree trunks, footprints in soft mud, and the faint scent of something wild drifting with the breeze. Suddenly, a low growl echoed from the shadows. Ethan froze. His heartbeat pounded in his ears. From behind a fallen tree, a shape emerged. Not the panther, but a massive black jaguar. Its yellow eyes locked onto him with a cold, cautious intelligence. Ethan raised his hands slowly. He couldn't outrun it. Instead, he spoke softly, almost whispering. The jaguar studied him for a tense moment, then gave a deep rumble and slipped back into the foliage. Ethan let out a shaky breath. Every step in this place was a negotiation with death and wonder. Just before sunset, he found an abandoned wooden bridge stretched across a deep gorge. Vines gripped its sides like skeletal fingers. Ethan tested one plank with his boot. It held. He stepped forward, trying not to look at the rocks far below. Halfway across, a rope snapped with a sharp twang. The bridge lurched. Ethan dropped to his knees, gripping the worn boards. His backpack slid off and fell into the abyss, disappearing in silence. Without his equipment and food, the jungle suddenly felt much larger. He crawled the rest of the way and collapsed onto solid ground. Darkness swallowed the forest within minutes. Fireflies drifted like floating stars around him. Ethan built a small fire using twigs and dried leaves. As flames flickered, he heard soft footsteps. Something was approaching. A native woman emerged from the shadows, holding a spear decorated with feathers. Her eyes were sharp but not hostile. She studied Ethan with curiosity before pointing toward his injured arm. He hadn't even realized the rope burn was bleeding. She knelt beside him and applied a paste made from crushed leaves. The sting was immediate, but relief followed. Ethan thanked her, but she simply nodded and gestured for him to follow. Her tribe, she explained through simple words and gestures, protected the jungle and everything inside it, including the golden-eyed panther. They reached her small camp, hidden beneath a massive tree with roots like twisted pillars. The tribe welcomed Ethan with cautious respect. They shared fruit, water, and stories told through gestures and drawings in the dirt. One symbol appeared repeatedly, a large cat with blazing golden eyes. The tribe believed it guarded the balance of the forest. Anyone who harmed it faced the wrath of nature itself. Before dawn, the woman woke Ethan and motioned for him to come. They journeyed to a narrow valley surrounded by cliffs and waterfalls cascading down like silver threads. Mist floated above the ground, giving the place an almost dreamlike glow. She stopped, placing a finger to her lips. A soft R,